Welcome. My name is John Vickers. And this is our coverage of the 2022 303 Open, brought to you by Gatekeeper Media and Elsen Productions. Round 1, front 9 for our feature card. We are very excited.
I'm Aaron Gossage, sponsored by Discraft. My spirit animal is my dog, Cal.
Aaron Gossage made a lot of noise at Worlds this year. Local guy from Grand Junction, Colorado.
Joel Freeman, sponsored by Innova. My spirit animal is the panda.
Another Colorado guy coming out of Loveland. Joel Freeman's had a lot of nice finishes in the 2022 season, including up at the match play in Bailey. Very impressive performance.
My name's Jaime Muro. I'm sponsored by Discmania, and I would say my spirit animal is probably a hummingbird because it flies in all directions, just like my disc do.
Jaime Muro works in the Discmania warehouse right there in Wellington, Colorado. Looking forward to watching his round.
I'm Casey Hanemayer, sponsored by Prodigy Disc Golf and Gander Disc Golf. And my spirit animal is probably a giraffe.
International player coming from Cranbrook, British Columbia, Canada. Casey Hanemayer, very excited to see him play as well. All right. Hole 1, par 3, 249 feet. There is OB long. Most players are probably going to attack this either with a forehand hyzer to the left or potentially with a backhand putter throw right up the gut. Aaron's going with that forehand hyzer play. Up over the top of the trees. Looks nice. Setting right down in the pocket. Parked. This is my first time ever seeing Jaime Muro throw. Looks like he's going to go with the backhand route. He's actually taking the wide hyzer, and that gets down. Have a nice circle 1 putt. Joel Freeman looks to be taking the forehand hyzer route as well. And that is nice and high. Get down. Great shot. Also parked. And here's Casey's shot with the forehand hyzer. A little steeper. Sits down nicely. Ooh. Oh, it took a little bit of a roll. Oh, man, Casey's going to want that one back later. Jaime for his birdie. Puts it down. Nice steady putt from Jaime. Here's Aaron. Nice little tap in for Aaron. And another one coming up here from Joel. And Casey to put in his par. So we have birdies for 3 out of 4 of our players there on hole 1. Let's take a look at hole 2. Par 3, 388 feet. OB fence line down the entire left-hand side and some OB sidewalk on the right at the end. Aaron's hanging a forehand hyzer over the fence line. Gets it out there, just a little short. And Jaime going with the backhand. Oh, he's got it turned over. Yeah, that's not what you want there. Joel also going with the forehand hyzer play. This one looks like it has the distance. Oh, that's beautiful. It just needs to sit. Sit. It's a great shot. And Casey with the forehand hyzer as well. Took a little bounce. Looks like it settled on that hill for him. Aaron with the jump putt, just a little high. Casey for birdie. Dead center. Great putt. Aaron now for par. Oh, and he cuts it through. That was so much chain to not get a reward. Good putt from Jaime to clear out his bogey for the OB. And Joel here for birdie. Solid putt from Joel. Aaron with the unfortunate bird doggy. You hate to see it. Hole 3, par 3, 381 feet, coming up over the hill. Not a whole lot of OB here, just a little bit on the path. Super high backhand. Looks like it's going to be good. Just a little short left, maybe. We'll have to see where it landed. I like this from Casey, keeping a little lower, pushing the distance, but it looks like it faded. OB. Oh, no. Aaron also going with the stalling higher shot, and that looks to be safe. It is. Jaime hanging this one pretty wide. Needs to come back in. It's safe. Casey for birdie. Oh, man. Yeah, run that one down. Oh, that was a par. My mistake. That was his par save from going OB. Great putt. Great putt. Jaime for par. Knocks it home. And Aaron. Tapping it on in there. And another nice birdie for Joel. Hole 4, par 4, 830 feet. There is OB left and right, if you go far enough either direction. This is a long one, climbing up the hill through the trees here, all the way back to the fence line. See what Joel does here. I imagine some kind of a flex line or a hyzer flip. No, pretty pure hyzer, straight up the hill. That'll get him out there. Aaron looks to be going with the backhand as well. And there's that flip up, flipping it to flat, pushing right a little bit, getting a little extra out of the glide. Absolutely crushed from Aaron. And Casey, oh, that is not the result you want there. Getting a little bit behind the fence line there. It'll be interesting to see how he gets around it. Jaime with the Anheuser force over, and this will be okay as long as it gets back a little. Not too bad. Casey's going to line up a thumber here. It's a great way to get over that fence. And that looks like it'll be reasonable. Hard to tell exactly where it landed. Jaime with a real tough footing there on the forehand around the tree. And Joel gets a little bit over the top of this forehand, but that's still going to be real good. Oh, and Aaron absolutely smokes his upshot as well. Parked. That's going to be an easy birdie. That'll get Jaime into par range. And Casey with a nice little forehand flick up shot. Gets himself a good look for par. Joel just kind of a little soft on that bid. Oh, and Jaime's going to want that one back. Just floats it right over the top. Great birdie from Aaron. Yep. Gotta slow down sometimes. Just walk it off. Good par there from Casey. Probably a little bit of a disappointing par for Joel. I feel like he thought he had a really good chance there with that birdie putt. Unfortunate for Jaime there. Look to bounce back on the next hole. Hole 5 is a par 3, 424 feet. OB down the left side and OB deep behind the basket. Nice snap on that from Aaron. This looks great. Oh, yeah. That was exemplary. Just very controlled, nice and low. Played the ground perfectly. Joel going a little higher, a little wider. Oh, man. That had a chance. Good result, though. Casey also going a little wide and a little short on that. Oh, and Jaime's got this one dialed. Oh, just a little short. The height looked perfect. The angle was great. Good shot by Jaime. Casey with the floaty jumper. Not going to get there. Oh, and Joel just a little too high. Great bounce back hole by Hanemayer there, getting the birdie. And Aaron staying steady, knocking him down. Joel will tap in his par as we move on to hole 6 after Casey's par. Hole 6, par 3, 384 feet. OB down the entire left-hand side. There is OB wide to the right if you get out far enough, and there's a lot of guardian trees here. This is a tricky hole. Aaron looks like he's lining up the backhand here. That is what you want to see. Nice and low, plenty of distance. Nestles up against the fence. That's a great shot through that tight window. To get that kind of distance at that low height is not easy at all. And Jaime looks like he's gonna hit the fence. Luckily not over. But that is tough to get through that gap and get that kind of distance. Joel looks like he may have slipped a little on that one or let it go a little early. Oh, Casey gets tree-jected. And here's Joel with his approach. Perfect. Nice approach by Jaime. Casey with a long putt there. That is tough. Aaron into the wind from the fence for the birdie. That is a tough hole to birdie. That was a great shot. Great job. A little high on the putt, but it sits in the basket. Casey will collect his bogey. And Joel will tap in for his par. And Jaime taps in as well, and we go on to hole 7. Hole 7 is a par 3, 325 feet with OB right, left, and long. Aaron with the hyzer forehand, nice and high. Sets down nice and gentle. Should be an easy birdie. Another forehand from Jaime. This one a little lower. Gonna get some ground play. Not quite. Joel also playing a little higher on the forehand, and that is going to settle down well enough next to the fence line. And that was an error. Looked like he got out of his hand a little bit, and it will punish him. The OB on the fence line. And that was a good bid there to save it, but not quite. Oh, Jaime. You want to get that one so bad. Joel with so much chain, but low and left. Spits it out. And Aaron almost bounces himself right out the pace of his putt, but luckily it settles in for him for another birdie. Casey tapping in after the OB. Unfortunate. Jaime also disappointed with his par there. And on to hole 8. This is a par 4. It's a long one, 500 feet. And you have OB down in the ditch to the right, as well as obviously the road. And this one gets tight as you get down there. Aaron's going to just follow that SUV with his forehand. Gets up there. Jaime also electing to do the forehand. Oh, this needs to settle. And that will unfortunately roll out of bounds. Joel hanging this one pretty wide as well. See if he gets a better reaction. That was a better reaction off the ground. Settles down. Casey's forehand is a little bit shorter, and that is unfortunately going to slide down as well. I feel like Aaron held back a little bit on that forehand, but maybe that's because he knew that he didn't want to slide down that ditch, and he elects to lay up for an easy 3 here. That'll still get him a bird. Joel goes with the forehand approach. Settles in beautifully. And Jaime will lay up. Aaron again, just very consistent. He's got the same reach and pace on every putt. Jaime will save a par. Joel collects a nice birdie. And Casey will save par. Hole 9. Par 3 going up the hill. A little bit of OB there, but nothing really until you go long, and then it is right behind the basket. Aaron with the backhand hyzer, and that is a good shot. Joel's not happy with this one. Let's see where it ends up. I don't think that was as bad as he thought it was. We'll see when we get up there. Jamie's also not looking too happy. And I can't tell exactly, again, where that ends up. We'll have to see here in a minute. Let's check out Casey's tee shot. I think that's good. It's getting around those trees. Oh, yeah. That had a chance, and it is absolutely parked. Jaime with a long bid. Joel with a nice long putt for bird. Just a nice, touchy shot there. Getting it in without going on a bad bounce or a roll or anything like that down that little hill behind it. Again, that pace on Aaron's putt is very impressive to watch. He will collect his 7th birdie for the front 9 as Casey taps in his absolutely parked birdie, and Jaime will collect an unfortunate bogey. That concludes the front 9, and we have Aaron Gossage getting 7 out of 9 on those. Joel's right behind him at 5 under, with Casey and Jaime bringing up the rear, and we will see you on the back 9.